Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and people in between. I am your storyteller. I'm your expert texter, joking, smoking. Don't you think the Joker laughs with you? As you can see, I've been doing some changes here and there. I hope you guys don't mind. Uh, oh yeah, and by the way, Rosa, the thing is working. It is working. We're finally
Yes!
here.
Welcome
Uh,
Yay.
to the anime community.
yeah. I turned on my webcam and I've been losing a lot of weight apparently. So if we shadows have offended, think of this analysis. The house, the twisted house, crooked on its core, aiming aimlessly into the night sky, for now is your home, or a home beyond what one consider home. Remember, the freehold itself is not a place to live; it's a place to keep and maintain. It's a
Mhm.
gateway into the dreaming, and it's a place where you can feed yourself with glamour. I'm not gonna ask you guys to have it ready for this game, but again, if you wanna like discuss it through private messages to start building it and making it up, I don't mind. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Uh, Remember the freehold is also about the size of a mansion, but it has two shapes. One that's in the physical form, that's a very old house with a small graveyard in the entrance, and the other is that in the dreaming, like how you guys want to make it look. Failure, since the house is at your name, it's your territory.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
But remember, the house, it has a will of its own, but also it serves the interest of you guys. So depend like the rooms won't change. Once you guys decided one room, that's gonna be the room. It won't change. Uh, but for now, Blank asked me. Deus told me that he wanted to have a working shop there. So somewhere in the one of the rooms of the house, there's a working shop. Um, the bale fire, the greenish fire that feeds the glamour into the house. It can be anywhere that you guys want. It can be a fireplace. It can be a BBQ room. It can be a jewel if you guys use your arts. But for now, I'm gonna make it easier. It can be a painting even, but it's something that when exposed to, it will feed you with creativity. From the mortal point of view, is imagine an old abandoned house with spiders creaking in every corner, a home where nightmares dwell. But whenever you enter, there's always that painting that almost seems to be looking up at you. And when you look at
Just
it,
testing the audio to
maybe
see if
there
it's
is
good. I think it
ghosts
is. I
coming
think
from
we
the
should be fine.
walls.
All right, I'm going
Maybe
back.
it inspires you to believe that there was a tragedy in this home. It's that mysterious element that inspires people to create stories about the place. It can be anything. Now, here's the catch: the house itself is a mystery for any onlooker, except for all of you, because you know the secrets of the house. Nobody else does. Okay?
All right.
So, any questions so far, guys?
Nope. No.
Okay. So, hold on. In the last game, help me out. You guys started to work together. The thing why Duke recommended you to create a motley, which is basically a group of commoners that work for the same goal. They can be they're usually seen as gangs or as outlaws because you're outside the eyes of the noble slash silly community. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So, I'm gonna allow each one of you to give a vote on what would you like this house to have. Remember, right now we're talking the physical form in the physical world.
Yeah,
So,
he
for
means the
example,
seeming.
Fainir, if you want, hmm? Yeah,
He means the seeming of the house that other normal humans can see. Right, right. That's
yeah.
what he means.
So, for example, okay, Hogwarts is perfectly a freehold. Humans don't see it, but every mage, I mean, every wizard in Harry Potter can see it and can interact with it. Um, there was an example of a freehold in Shibuya where from the outside it's a small building. It's a small, very crammed up a building with a little sign that says something like coffee shop. But in the dreaming is a massive pink castle with skulls hanging from its walls, covered in glitter.
All right.
Usually, the house shows representations of what's the personality of the people inside. So, for example, Finier, since you're the main owner of the house, what do you want to reflect with it? How do you want it? How do you want it to? How do you wish it to look like?
And one of my questions is, so basically, if we made it look like, for example, like a haunted mansion, it would look kind of, would it look kind of like making people want to go see it or something? Or-
Yes.
okay.
Because it inspires people.
Where's the house located, just so I know?
I show you guys. It's right next to the Thames. Like, you can open a window and toss trash directly into the one side of the Thames. Really.
Okay. How about we have it be like not like a haunted mansion, but like kind of like a normal house, but it's a bit run down.
Okay. Also, remember, for example, there's an example of a motley of Las Vegas that their freehold they turned it into a nightclub. So they would feed off the glamour of every musician who arrived to the place and bought something different to the place.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
I'm thinking about it. Basically, her workplace is technically a freehold.
I think so, yeah.
It's not, I mean, your workplace is not technically a freehold, it's just that you happen to, I mean, technically speaking, yes, because it belongs to your brother, but it's a lesser freehold. But yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you guys will do? You can make it an art gallery if you want. Like I said, it's your property, but but itself inspires and brings people to this location.
That means
Can
like
we have dim lighting?
Yeah, the place is very fucking dim.
ooh.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, somebody in the chat was asking. Is right next to the Thames, River in London. It's on a very big narrow passage. It's the type of house that aims into the river. The bank side of the river splashes underneath the house. Hold on, shit. Fuck. I'll be right back, guys. You discuss what you wanted. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some food. One moment.
All right. So, what you guys want this house to look like?
To me, like, it really doesn't matter as long as it does what it's supposed to.
Which it's supposed to like be kind of like a base for us to all see, or
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Deus actually said grandiose but rustic.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's have a library.
Yeah.
I own like 3,000. I used to own 3,000 books. So, library.
Okay.
Ooh, I know. Library trees.
Library
It sprouts books. It sprouts books.
Where would we put that though in the house?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it could be where the fireplace is.
What did I miss?
We want it grandiose but rustic.
Wait, you want to make it rustic?
That's actually Deuce's idea. Yeah. And then we were
It's
talking.
gonna be a rustic house in the middle of nowhere.
Oh.
To be
I mean, in the
honest,
middle of a
makes
city. Sorry.
complete sense.
This is what Deuce said, just so you guys can know.
Not at all, by the way, but okay. So I want to recommend it because there's things out there that might not enjoy it.
Okay, okay.
Remember, remember, just because it's your house doesn't mean that other people won't try to go and take over it, try to steal it from you. It happens all the time.
Why don't we make it into like a library? A little library out of the middle of nowhere.
I suggested library trees.
Do you want to have trees that grow knowledge?
Yeah, books.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let me do a roll. Who suggested that?
I did.
Pick odds or evens.
Oh.
Evens.
Okay. If you want to make it a library house, that means that your house will be a source of knowledge for different changelings. They will come here and then to figure out the stories and the symbols of the war and whatnot. But because it's a book house, that means that the quirk is sometimes shit from books will happen in the physical world. So,
Well, that's great. That's great if it's snowing outside and you want some sun. Open a book.
yeah. Oh, literally, yeah. And the chimeras that attracts are usually book-related chimeras. So characters from books and novels.
Oh, okay.
So, hey honey, Dracula is here! Again!
Oh,
Oh God, what happens when the...
That's all that I wanted.
Are you going to turn it into a public library or not?
Should we turn it into a
That
public
brings people
library?
in and that can feed your glamour. Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was asking the group. My bad. You can keep going.
Sorry, what?
What'd you say, Faye?
Do we want it to be a public place or do we want it to be private?
I don't want it to be public.
Okay.
Basically, you'd have to pry every book I own out of my hands.
Remember, this is
That
your
won't
house,
work
Faye.
well for business.
But it's Faye, so. But you asked.
I was already thinking private. I was just curious what everyone else was thinking.
Okay, keep the keep the rarer stuff in the private area, and then have a little free library outside, or not, maybe not outside, but like down the street, so you don't get any autumn people, but they
That's
can
smart.
still give away books.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a
Remember,
deep.
Yeah.
when we say autumn people, there's mortals and there's autumn people. The autumn people are the non-believers. Okay.
Okay.
Max is asking, can Max's room have an attachment with a bar slash strip club like his apartment? Technically speaking, you could, but oh, dude, I know this mystery house. There's a huge library, and there happens to be a strip club inside for some reason.
Bad feeling.
Don't
what it's
question
actually
it.
for. Why do I have a bad feeling about it?
Read a book and enjoy a show.
My character's a homosexual. It's not gonna work.
Technically speaking, aren't all changelings LGTB? Technically speaking.
Oh, okay.
Most of them are, but not all of them.
Okay, okay.
Like 90% of them.
Yeah, 90% of them, but Sawa generally don't want to have sex anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
My Sawa's pretty much celibate at the moment.
So, as you're working in the place, as you're cleaning up a little bit. By the way, Faye, if you can say that your personality is very wandering and whatnot, the house can change. Like, if for example, the house belongs to Sluak who like very dark and crowded place. I mean, very dark and gloomy places,
Mm-hmm.
spiders will start showing up, and and spider webs and bats and gargoyles. If
Right.
your character is something like a bogan that really enjoys the homesteadiness, the kitchen will always be full. There will always be teapots in the background. You could always hear the clocks and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to be an issue, you would see memorabilia from every part of the world
Okay.
and so on. So depending on how your character reflects in the physical world or how he or she reflects their personality, everything changes.
All right. Well, I know her personality is a lot like curious. She
Mhm.
does like to stay one place, but not for long.
Okay, so that means that there's always something happening in the house that catches your eye.
Okay.
Like a door will always creak, or you will always see a mouse carrying something from one room to the next, or something like that.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't, okay, I got a good example of a freehold. So you can get a better idea. Have you seen the movie Coraline?
I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
but I've seen clips, so I know what you're talking about.
Okay, the entire house itself, because it's a residence house,
Mm-hmm.
but there's weird shit going down in that place. Anyways, and the game is getting late. It's around 10 to 12 p.m. Like I said, it is recommended to stay in the place, but it's not recommended to live in the place.
Right.
You can
Hold on.
you can live in it. You just want to leave it every once in a while. Technically.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But remember that you have your stuff in the other place, in the apartment building.
Yep. Yep.
So, you want to go there for your stuff?
Yes. I do.
Okay. You leave the place. You take a cab as you look through the streets. How the sensation of this murder, this crime, still lingers to the back of your skull. Let me see if I have my Changeling playlist. How the entire situation is something that makes you wonder and question yourself, and how this murder is making everything more and more complicated. How a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, your life used to be easier. Your life used to be less complicated. Your life was little dreams here and there, a little bit of glamour in one place or the next. But now things are getting more and more detached. Things are getting more and more strange.
Okay. Yeah.
As you arrive to the building, you can hear the roar of the thunder outside as the rain starts pouring down, cold and shivering, slapping you in the face as every second now the rain starts increasing in intensity and power. As you rush inside of the building to try to find some cover, in the inside you can hear the television on, showing all repeats of all Doctor Who episodes. The guard is just like his head is like numbing back and forth.
Okay.
You take the staircases after a long day, after now being bounded to a house that always looks a little bit crooked. You go to your apartment, you open the door. Um, Inside of it, the only thing that's on, the only thing that you can see is that the windows are slightly open, enough not for the water to come in, but to hear the constant whimper and whisper of the wind in the night, in the cold and distant night.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I'm by myself, right? Like everyone else has like gone home or whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not recommended to live in the place, but I can live in it for like a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I might just
Yeah.
like gather my things and live in it while I'm kind of like figuring it out, and then like take a break from it later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go to the closet, and I'll grab my suitcase. I'll look through my stuff and see what I need. So I'll just grab a couple of shirts and pants and any other clothing and just kind of throw it into a backpack because I'm not going to be staying there for too long. At least I'm planning not to.
By the way, with all this business, you notice that there's something hanging from your neck.
Oh.
It's not too heavy. It's like as heavy as a cell phone.
Uh-huh.
And you look down and you see a Nikon camera, an old photographic camera.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like the photographic camera that every fucking hipster has, not a professional camera.
Yep.
What do you do?
And this just appeared on my neck or whatever. I just noticed that I didn't have it before. Yeah. Okay. I'll try and kind of like slide it off and see if I can do like investigate it to see like if I can figure out what it is, like what's doing there.
Intelligence plus skinning.
Okay.
Give me a 7 or higher.
Okay. Okay, so intelligence plus kinging. That's... So it's slash...
Cunning.
It's slash roll 4d10?
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
Or you don't add them up. It's okay. No successes and a
1,
fail.
2.
Oh.
Remember, I asked for a 7 and I see a 6, and a 1.
Yep.
You don't know really. Maybe
Okay.
you're too tired. Maybe your mind is wandering around. But you know it's a camera. That's all you know. You open it and yes, it has film. It has a little roll where whenever you take a picture, you have to spin it a little bit so you can move it between pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it.
All right. Is there any way I can take a picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you take a selfie?
I take a picture of the city, like from outside my window.
Hey, what? Picture of the city. Okay.
Yeah.
The sky is completely dark except for some lights that shine far away. You aim the camera, you took the picture, you hear the click. There's no you turn off the flash, but now you have to reveal the picture.
Right. Okay.
Do a roll of intelligence plus science to set the dark room.
And then it says pool mod 0. I just keep it like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it work?
Don't worry, you're learning.
Oh, okay.
See? I see. Okay. Yeah. It takes you about. You set up the camera aside. You remove the film. This is the first picture you take. After like an hour of hanging the pictures on the little strings over your bath, you grab some tweezers as you hold the picture close to you, and the city is covering different figures all over the place.
Oh.
Around 100, maybe more.
Do I recognize any of these figures?
Some of them are huge and winged. Some of them are made of objects.
Okay.
You can see dragons that hoard letters and books. In the walls of some of the buildings, you can see tall and slender figures with tentacles peering down into the children's rooms. In the streets, where the loudest spots are, you can see pink elephants floating and drinking. As in the sky, you see about half a dozen, a couple of TARDISes, a man with a flying rug, a girl with a broom floating into the night sky, monsters with wings, and horrors which names cannot never be told. And from the Thames, you see not one, not two, but about 100 different types of sirens, floating and swimming. And you can tell that you took the picture. There's a figure overlapping into the camera. You can see yourself. Like part of you was reflected on the glass, but the way you look is completely different. You see
Oh,
your true self.
okay. Oh, oh, okay. I think I get what this camera is.
Okay, what do you think it is?
I think it's a camera that kind of can like show you what's really there, like in the dreaming. Like, cause I can see like reality. It can kind of show me like what's in the dreaming, like what's there that people can't see.
To that, but yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I won't go into detail. You need to figure it out. Um. Melissa,
Hmm.
you are heading to. I mean, you are in your apartment after the long day. The TV is on. There's Mike is nowhere to be seen, but the TV is on, and you can see a woman, very pale, very thin, dark hair. I mean, golden hair going black.
Mhm.
Old, very old, looking with cold eyes at the TV, almost as if she was looking at you. As she has a small boom mic in her lapel, you can tell that she's in her home, as you can hear words saying, "Come on, you piece of shit." No, they're not saying her saying, "Come on, you piece of shit." No, 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 no. She is saying,
That was you just yelling at one of your objects.
"Yep." She's saying, "This country will never cease against its enemies. I don't care what the other people believe. What I care is that me and my party are looking for the best for us and for the people. They don't know what they want, and we will give them whatever they need, whatever they like it or not. That's my solemn duty as your future prime minister. I won't let one disease to control the lives of the individuals of this great nation. For it is my sacred duty to protect them, whatever they like it or not, like a good mother takes care of their hen. Understood, mister? There's something so cold and sharp that it feels like a blade running in the dark, slowly seeping through your back, almost as if she was stabbing you and slowly twisting the knife, almost enjoying every motion, every little taste of the blade sinking slowly and breaking and cutting through your nerve. It's unrelenting, it's inhuman, even. What do you do?
So I first look around my phone to see if he at least messaged me. Then I look to the TV again.
Interview with this person who's part of the government. She's the leader of the Conservative Party.
Way that I can figure out if she quote unquote looking at me.
No, she just have a very intent look in her eyes.
I see.
What do you do?
Just continue watching to see what else she's gonna say as I quick text over to him to see to Max to see where is he.
He sends you a message. He tells you that he's at the pub with some of his buddies from work. The man in the TV asks her what they're gonna do with the current situation and how Boris Johnson is losing popularity. She says, "Of course he is. He's a foolish man who doesn't know what to do and how to serve its nation."
Hmm.
Her words almost have a scent of deja vu. You do.
It to see if it sounds familiar to me, like by using my remembrance.
Uh, roll intelligence plus academics. Give me a 7 or higher.
And you say economic.
Academics.
Uh, three.
Okay, nothing.
She rolled 13,
You don't know why,
just
but
letting
her
you guys
words
know.
of hatred and coldness, there's some bitterness in it. There's something detached, inhuman, but you don't know where from. You don't know where. Blank, you there on the mic?
I'm listening, but I can't speak at the moment.
Okay, let me know when you can, okay, dude?
I can type relatively fast if we need to do something with Maxwell.
Okay. Uh, somewhere. So you guys start hitting the hay as each one of you starts getting ready to try to sleep the day. There's a weird sensation, a weird God damn it. Sorry, 1 second. I dropped something.
You're good.
Okay, there we go. I sorry, I dropped my Ghostbusters poster. Okay, so as you are getting ready to hit the hay, there's a weird sensation in the air. Something off and off-putting. Somewhere, a man lies waiting for him to get out of jail. Perhaps knowing that he is being seen as guilty of a crime. Somewhere, two men are just walking the streets, smiling with pleas and gravure. Somewhere, the creatures of the night are already stalking its victims, sinking their fangs in their throats and consuming their blood. Somewhere, deep down and below, the shadows of the living lie screaming once more. The next day, it's a very cold morning. A lot of mist all over the place. Fog, early morning fog. Um, Fainir, it's the first day of. I mean, it's yeah, it's the first day you in college in the local college.
Yes, yes.
So you go to class.
Yes, I do.
You start heading to classes. You start going down the elevator. That now is suspiciously working, but not every button works.
Okay.
As you see, Robin, the guy who lives in front of you, he's tall as fuck. Like he has to be a little bit curved down so he doesn't hit the top of the building of the elevator.
Okay.
He takes the elevator with you, asking you how was your day, how was your night, etc. If you had any nightmares or anything.
No, I did not. Thank you for asking, though. And what is your name?
Oh, they call me Robin.
Nice to meet you, Robin. I am, Arawn.
Oh, and I appreciate that you haven't done the Batman joke yet.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't thinking about that when I first heard your name. I'm not very, up to speed on the DC stuff.
There's some things we gotta fix. Oh, by the way, are you gonna go later to Neverwhere? Today
Um,
is the today's the day.
Yes, I will be. Why do you ask?
Again, today's the day. Today is the day of remembrance.
Wait, what is remembrance again? I'm so sorry, Joker.
No, dude, don't worry, don't worry. Remembrance is the day. It means that you remember your old life, all your past incarnations.
Holy shit, that's amazing. Okay. Yeah, of course I'll be going.
Said you're a little bit worried, saying, "Yeah, today it's another anniversary of that." I'll catch you there, okay, kiddo? I have to
Alright.
do a performance.
Thanks, Robin.
Yeah, no problem. He says as the door opens. You see him heading to take his car away as you go to take the bus. Uh, Melisa,
I was thinking of using this voice. Sounds so ridiculous.
you there?
Think we lost her.
Rosa, you
Oh,
there?
Rosa.
no, you didn't lose me. I'm right here.
Oh, she's. I made her too
It's
loud.
the next day. It's cold
There
morning.
we go.
Mike is lying on the couch,
I
sleeping on the couch.
don't
Apparently,
know
he
really about
arrived
the
a little bit
DC
too
stuff,
drunk.
so
He as soon as he wakes up to make
seems like a
breakfast,
southern
you
accent.
can
I
see
don't know
him.
who's watching,
His
but
head is already
whoever's
throbbing
watching,
and
hello.
pumping. He's like trying to close the bindings on the window as he's trying to drink as much coffee as he can. What do you do?
You shouldn't drink too much coffee, right?
Don't speak so loud, love, please.
I'm speaking in my softest tone. What do you mean?
I had a little bit too much last night.
And this is why I tell you to always bring me, so I can always stop you whenever you get to your limit.
Yeah,
When you with your guys, you get to your limit quicker. Because you drink
know.
the harder stuff.
By the way, my uncle wants to come this weekend, so we might have some guests. By the way, I hope you are not too
Your
busy this weekend.
grandmother coming?
My uncles and my parents.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. So we're gonna have
Your grandmother kind of scare me.
yeah. Anyways, love. I'm gonna use the loo, so you can leave without me. Don't worry, it's gonna take me a minute. He says as he starts stripping down, walking clumsily into the bathroom, getting ready for work. Like I said, it's very early in the morning. What do you do?
Very early in the morning, I start getting ready myself.
Dress and whatnot. The memory of the house still lingers in the back of your brain. You know that that place is alive and breathing, waiting. While somewhere else, the Thin White Duke ordered you guys to go find this killer. At the same time, there's a weird sensation in the air. Something strange. The trial hasn't started, but it will soon. To see for the alleged killer. And you guys haven't done too much legwork. You start getting ready to go to work as the TV is on in the background. Roll perception. Roll, roll just perception, nothing more. You're in the dorm, like putting your clothes on as the TV is on in the background. Uh, you forgot the.
I'll be right back.
I
Guys. I
had
gotta go do something.
R instead of a 3.
No, it's instead of a D. Okay, that's better. Yeah. As you're getting yourself ready, you can hear a voice behind you coming from the TV and saying, in other news, the president is in New York talking to the families of the victims of the horrendous attacks that happened 19 years ago. As he's saying that, as the female voice saying that, you can hear the voice of the man saying, "19 years ago, we survived one of the most horrific attacks in our country, in our nation. But we will grow in stride. We'll become better. No matter what happens, we always become better. That's what America is for. We will survive, and we have destroyed and killed the enemies of our brilliant nation. Because our nation is nothing but the greatest. We have the best Americans. We have the greatest. We have the terminated Bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, and we have terminated all our enemies. So we will grow in stride." As the TV is suddenly turned off, as you can hear Mike going out, walking off the apartment with his lunch and heading to the office. I mean, heading to the store. Somewhere, the clocks are ticking at the same
Alrighty,
time.
I'm back,
Every single
guys.
clock in the building is ticking at the same time. The cacophony of sound is astounding, to say the least. Saint,
Yeah.
next to you there's two people. A tall troll looking down at you, and a smaller man. A smaller, something that looks like an issue. In between them, the thin white duke is looking directly at you. So,
He's a she, right?
the thin white duke, yes,
Okay.
a commoner she, which is rare.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks at you saying, "So, you decided to come to my part of town while to my city while we're getting ready for the remembrance. Where do you come from? And
Germany.
what? Germany. The Kingdom of Ashes. I see. How's things over there? How are our cousins?"
Could be better.
And it could be worse. Well, the Queen is currently busy, but I don't think she would mind me accepting you into our community. She's gonna attend to today's celebration as she does every year. I do hope you know the laws of the city and that you know how not to break them. It would be a shame if you were to disturb the natural order with you being complicated. Your
I only know that.
Mhm.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I only know the Ishcheat. Are there more rules?
For example, every other than our local rules and the sheet, the only thing you need to bear in mind is that the Queen's words is absolute over the entire kingdom. Lord Edgar has become her right hand, and if you have any problems in your district, you have to approach the local councilor or governor, and he will represent you in the Parliament of Dreams. That's about it. It's nothing too complicated. I represent the interest of all local commoners, while the Queen just rules over the entire land. You have heard rumors that a woman arrived into power, a she, an old Arcadian she, and that she took over the land in one swift strike. Nobody knows if she pulls a coup or if she kills the other kings, but what everybody knows is that the land now belongs to her, and that in every corner of Albion, everybody bends the knee to her, whether they like it or not. She's known as the Queen Gloriana. She doesn't speak, for she never has to raise her voice. She doesn't say a word, because her silence is deadly. She makes the Queen Mob of America look sane. She's cold and tyrannical, but at the same time she's kind and heartless. And she's a she, an old traditional she. Nobody knows how old is she, but she rules over the land with the help of her parliament. That she decided to make a parliament pretty much based on the human one, and that allows her to hold control over the land. The man looks at you, telling you, "I have heard that you are looking for someone, aren't you?"
I'm looking for my twin. She looks like me. She's just shorter.
Well, young man, I might know things as you might know your own. But right now, my people are under threat of a potential conflict. A woman was killed with cold iron, and I need people to find out who did it. There's already a suspect, but there's an angle that doesn't fit, and I want my answers. You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. Understood?
Fair enough.
Knight Lothar, Squire, care to take our new guest into Neverwhere, please? Let him explore whatever he needs and grab whatever he can afford. The two knights stand up, looking at you, saying, "Yes, my liege." Oh, and get ready for tonight's preparations. Tonight's gonna be a rough night for all of us. What do you do, Char?
I asked him, what Neverwhere is?
Neverwhere is like in the dreaming side or as a physical manifestation?
The dreaming.
Oh, it's a nexus in the near dreaming.
Okay.
Yeah. So to make it short, the train stations that everybody sees, the train that that everybody takes, it connects to every single subway station at the same time in London. So whenever you take it, it will take you directly in the closest point between the physical world and the dreaming.
That's cool.
Mhm. Like, can you take trains into the dreaming? Yes, yes, but right now they're closed. Nobody knows why. I think why Duke hasn't allowed any train to go directly into the dream. The only ones who have access direct to it through train are the nobles, the shining hosts.
Oh, this should be fun.
Fine air.
Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen in my turn. Guess we'll have to see. Hey guys, sorry for rudely interrupting. I have a couple of things to say. Firstly, I wanted to thank all of you who are at this point in the video. I thank you all because without you guys, I would not be here today. Now, a big thing we do. We film our sessions live. Yes, we do. It's honestly amazing. We stream live every week on Fridays around 2:30 PST, so come say hello. I stream my sessions live on Twitch, which the info isn't linked in the description. I also stream fun games too, so if you enjoy my content, give a follow and keep up with anytime I go live. Every new follower gets a shout out in this part of the video because your support is deeply appreciated. So shout outs today go to Rosa Fang, Wowsy, Apex Heart, Yibra, and Annie Lammy. Thank you all for your support. I deeply appreciate it. Also, go check out these two others who stream live too. Rosa Fang, who is a player, and Joker, who actually is the game master for our sessions. Give them your full love and support because they are amazing creators as well. Their info will be linked in the description. Anyway, I wonder what Joker has in store for me. Yes.
As you arrive to college, outside you see some people offering you a little piece of paper with gigs and parties going on and that are gonna happen. little frail, I mean, little brotherhoods and sisterhoods. The place is full with people of different ethnicities and backgrounds. See every single color you can imagine, every
Oh,
single
okay.
ideal that you can picture as
Mhm.
you are walking through this big campus. What do you do?
Uh, so I'm gonna go ahead, and look around and see if there's like, if my class is anywhere near me.
Yeah, I mean, you have a small book with your classes written down, so you know where you have to go and when you have to go.
Okay. How long do I have to go? Like, when's the time? Like, do I have a break and I'm like taking a break or?
Yeah, yeah. You have 6 hours of classes from 9 to 1,
Okay.
and you have a 20-minute break between each.
All right. I'm gonna walk over to the guy with the flyers, with the party flyers, just to
Yeah.
see,
Mhm.
if there's anything like on them that I'd be interested in.
Just a couple of rapes. The guy's gonna head out to the college pub later. A couple of normal parties going on. Nothing too glamorous. Nothing too extreme.
Ah, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk around and see if there's anyone that kind of sticks out to me, I guess.
As you're walking through the building, I mean, in this big yard,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell there's a couple of buildings that catch your eye. Massive architecture creations that rise into the sky. The sky looks pretty much bleak for a moment or two.
Okay.
As you are walking outside the architects' buildings, sometimes you can see something to the corner of your eye. You can tell that there's the dreams of architects trying to build impressive houses and buildings that can never be dreamed of. While you're walking outside the medical facility or where the medical trainees go, you can feel the inspiration of trying to save lives and the dreams of the betterment of a human life.
Okay.
When you're walking through the law, close to the law building, roll stamina plus skinning.
Uh oh.
Yeah,
Oof.
Oh no.
I was a law student. I know. Was not anymore.
Kinning. That's only. Okay. Let's see. So when I do like stamina kinning and kinning, what do I write down like what I have for stamina or?
Yeah.
Okay. So example, let's see, where was my stamina? That's a 3. That's 3. So I think that's, is that also 10 or something else?
Let's make it 9.
Okay. So 9D. Wait, I think I wrote that wrong.
No. Sorry. You roll. How much stamina do you have?
I have 3.
Okay. And keening?
Kinning is. Where is it?
Kenning.
Yeah,
Kenning.
Kenning. My bad. Sorry. Kenning.
That's fine.
1.
1. Four. 4d10.
So 4D10.
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure. I got 27.
Remember, it's not the total number what matters. It's what every single die
Eight.
says.
At 8.
7 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said 29, so that's a 10. Oh, dude, as you're walking in front of the lawyer building,
Uh huh.
you can feel something.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a small, like a sudden buzz sound, like low frequency running through your brain, like white noise,
Mm-hmm.
almost like static, like turning into a dead channel, and how the static is slowly seeping to the back of your skull. How painful it is. You can feel almost like sudden electrical bursts running through your vein, seeping into your brain and holding it. It feels like a drill slowly digging through in between the curves of your brain and into your medulla oblongata. It feels like hundreds of nails running through a chalkboard at the same time inside of your skull, and your hands feel weak. You look at yourself as you see yourself going a little bit pale, and then you can feel it. The words. It's not the sound. It's a sensation. The sensation of that word. That word that so many despise so much. Impossible. The word seeping and bringing you pain. As part of yourself, your fearic nature, it doesn't bleed into the real world, but you can feel how your change, how the memories of who you are, of who you truly are shivering in pain and anxiety, trying to move away from that building, almost if it was giving you an anxiety attack.
Oh.
If that word, if that sensation had one word to define it, it's banality.
No.
That's how it feels, baby.
No, the cursed banality.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
That sucks. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
All right. Do I know? So I know it's coming from the. Is it like the banality kind of coming from the law students, like where they're at?
The building itself.
Just the building. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that the building I need to go in?
No, 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 no.
Okay, good.
No. Dude, you're a photographic student. You work with glamour.
Okay, I was just making sure. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
in the same building.
Let me do a roll for somebody.
All right.
Okay, and you start moving away from it, looking very pale. As you can see, a girl walking towards you, blonde, also wearing like overalls, a sweatshirt, high heel boots. She looks at you as she holds your shoulder, saying, "Hey, are you okay?" As another man with a big red bushy beard gets close to you. The guy is wearing nothing but a white beater with pink and reds and blues all
Oh.
over the place.
Uh-huh.
Very tight, skinny jeans, greenish, and also boots. Also, he has. You can see that he had a camera in his hand, and he puts it away, saying, "Oh, are you okay, kid? Uh, are you diabetic? Do you need your medicine or something?"
No, sir. I'm just, just nervous about the day. It's my first day here, and I'm just nervous about the big group.
The woman says, It's okay, it's okay. We all get anxious, we all get nervous. This is our first day too."
What classes are you guys in?
The guy with the camera says, "I'm in photograph 101." The girl says, "Oh, and I'm in arts."
Nice to meet you too.
The woman just smiles, saying, offering her hand to you, saying, "My name is Alice Monahan." The big guy with the big red beard says, "I'm Patrick Jameson."
Nice to meet you both. I'm Arawn.
Oh, they look at you saying, "Oh, that's an interesting name. Where are you from?"
I'm from wait, what was the place in like that I grew up in again? It was a certain name.
Brighton.
I'm from Brighton, England.
Oh, they say, "Oh, holy shit, yeah, we used to go party there."
Oh yeah?
Yeah. The scene is pretty cool there. The photographing guy says, "Do you want me to take you to class? Apparently, we're in the same class."
Yeah. Sure, that sounds great. Thank you, sir.
As the guy takes you into the building while Alice talking to you, trying to chit chat to you to get you a little bit more distracted from what happened to you earlier. But the seeping sensation of how banality feels, it's still in your brain, still hurts, it's still bothering you to a point.
Okay.
Knowing how it feels and how it tastes. Uh, Blank. You cannot talk, right?
I can talk now.
Okay,
I
everything okay, buddy?
Yeah. First I was doing something, and then I was eating, but I finished both, so now I can talk.
Okay. Your office is empty right now. The club is closed because it's very early in the morning. You know that there's something called the Night of Remembrance that's gonna happen in everywhere and all over the world, apparently. So,
Yeah.
what do you do, buddy?
You kinda, I'm gonna kind of check a few emails, make sure I don't have anything super important, and if not, then I am going to put on a suit and get ready and go get in my car to go get ready to go to Neverwhere.
Okay,
To go to the station and go to Neverwhere.
okay. Wait, you want to go to the police station to talk to the guy?
No, to the train station.
Okay. You quickly get your stuff ready as you head to the train station. You buy the ticket. You pay with draws. You notice that you don't have enough draws left. You only have for 1 or 2 trips.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but the good news is that you can get draws through the freeholds.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So in the freeholds, weird shit tends to happen. It's very common that glamour takes physical form
oh
in the
okay.
shape of mushrooms, weird rocks, and whatnot. You can carry those, and that's basically glamour, and also the economy of the changelings.
Mm-hmm.
So, you take the train as you suddenly show up in the middle of this black island. The hold on a second. The market, like the normal area where the market is, it's mostly clear up, but you can see people putting chairs and a stage. What do you do, buddy?
He kind of just pulls out a cigarette and starts smoking because this is gonna be like one of his few times he's ever come to this. Well, actually, it's gonna be the first time I've had him come to this. So he's not really gonna get in the way. He's kind of just watching right now.
Okay, you just take the afternoon, I mean the morning, to watch how the trolls on the red caps are setting the stage, how some pixies are running back and forth getting some stuff ready. There's a small band getting their instruments ready under the stage. As the pubs and the bars, they all are closed, which catches your eye. And the banners of the houses are higher than ever.
Yeah, he's kind of just watching and waiting to see what's gonna happen because he's never been to this remembrance. So he's very curious about what's gonna go on.
Okay.
Usually work kept him too busy to take time for events like this and then dreaming unless they were obligated.
Okay. Char,
Yeah.
as you're walking through the streets of Neverwhere, you notice that also most of the stores are closed. Like the pubs are only serving food, and that's about it. Every train and every transport to Dreaming is closed. You can see papers on the wall saying it's not recommended for you to go to the Dreaming tonight. And Night of Remembrance, remember, things like that basically. Um, what do you do, Char?
I look around for someone to talk to.
Uh,
Since I have the gregarious flaw.
you look around and you see one guy sitting down into the ground in a bench, looking at how the crowds are not ready, but you can see seeing how people are starting to set up the stage for the Remembrance Night.
Mm,
What do you do?
I go over and check out the red caps and stuff. Putting up chairs and say hi to the guy.
Um. So, Blank, as you're sitting down, you see a figure approaching you. Do you want to describe your character, Char?
I'm a 6.5 foot black German Slough, obviously African. Has some very nice raven wings. Has bone fingernails. Has removable bracelets on his wrist that he can't get rid of. Glowing silver eyes, no teeth, of course. Sounds like children screaming when he talks. Basically, really long rack of bones. A nice suit.
Okay then.
Mhm.
Maxwell, since we haven't met before, I'll go ahead and describe Maxwell.
Please.
He's currently wearing a three-piece black and red suit. He stands 6'4", black hair and black eyes. Not actually too much special about him actually. He's Caucasian. Not too many above average features physically like that description. Nothing that stands out. He's currently in his human appearance.
Okay.
He
But
doesn't
that
take his
doesn't
changeling appearance very often.
that doesn't make any sense though, because unless you're actively hiding, sorry, it's a rule thing. Unless you're actively hiding behind your mortal seeming, any fake can see you for what you are.
See, I made a rule that for example, for Neverwhere, it's not like that. Like you can you can do a roll to figure out what type of she he is, but it's not that hard. It's mainly
No,
so the
no,
guy.
no. No. My point is, you'd be able to see both the mean and the man.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then sorry, yeah. Technically, you
Yeah,
can see one overlapping the other sometimes.
yeah. Okay. So I was confused when you said that.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'm just confused.
don't
Okay.
worry, don't worry.
Yeah, the only difference of his changeling form is it's a bit slightly taller and his eyes are a very noticeable, almost neon blue. A very stark contrast to his normal form.
Yeah, my avatar is basically my character. Pretty much what he looks like.
So, what do you guys do?
I tell him a polite hello in a slightly a German accented voice.
He replies hello. I just reply hello.
Okay. What do you guys do? Do you sit down? Do you sit down with him? What's in your mind, Char?
I've got wings, so I will perch on the ground.
Okay.
So basically, it's like squatting, except that my wings are trailing behind me.
Okay.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Are you a fairy?
Yes, actually, my Sawa usually perches in the back of a chair, but if he does that on a folding chair, it's gonna fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Valid.
he literally has perches in his freeholds. He can actually perch on them.
That's great.
So he basically acts like a gigantic cat raven thing, and wait till he gives Blank a hug. Yeah. Yeah, he just kind of perches on the ground because he can't sit on a folding chair; it'll fall over.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, no shoes. Hates wearing shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
Really hates wearing shoes.
I can
Yeah.
imagine. I know very few races that are part avian and they enjoy shoes.
Yeah.
So, guys,
Oh,
Hey.
Mhm.
yeah.
as you guys
Go
are
ahead.
as you guys are sitting down, looking at how they're putting the stuff up, the only thing you notice, Star, is that nobody's actually using their arts. They're doing everything that they're doing is just normal work, handiwork. Uh, as you guys are looking up, you see a short man with a big white beard, stubby legs that for one moment they look like human legs and biker boots, but then they look like satyr legs. Little horns coming through his helmet. He's wearing a black helmet with one arrow upwards. As the man looks at you, Blank, saying, "Oi!" With him, you can see a group of about 4 or 5 people, all of them looking different. For what you can tell, some of them, one of them is a troll, pink hair, spiky, with a she's carrying a woman by her waist. Next to him, there's a red cap wearing the Manchester United shirt, and he's carrying, dragging a massive cleaver into the ground. Next to him, there's another guy, completely uh, bald. You can see a massive fucking swastika tattooed on his head. He's a she also. But this small man looks at you, saying, "Oi! You're the guy doing the legwork for my boyo, aren't ya?"
Who would your boyo be?
Ah, look, me and these guys, we don't like you. Nothing personal, but you sheep bastards are always gonna be bastards. But if you do, there's a rumor going around that you and some of your motley are investigating the death of that fucking hag of Elizabeth McConnell. So my boy was arrested a couple of days ago by your mortal police, and they're saying that he's gonna be put to a trial. But I know that this kid didn't did it. I know him. I know that fucking shite. I know he's stupid. He's an edge lord. He might be a little bit too irrepressible in many senses. But I know that Ildian didn't kill that woman.
He's the stupid but not that stupid kind.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So me and the other gangs, we want justice. We want to know who killed this woman and to let our guy free, alright?
The best I could do is try to pull some strings and delay the actual sentencing. Maybe pull a few strings with some old lawyer buddies. But I, I lack the position to influence the entire judicial force.
In that, suddenly you hear something coming from behind you. A voice saying, "But what is the judicial system if not a kangaroo court?" You look behind you as you see an issue. His skin is completely black. I don't mean African American black. I mean black.
Like onyx black.
Yes, like
Charcoal?
shadow black. His eyes are completely white except for the little black pupils, and his lips are the only things you can tell. He's wearing a white wig and a long coat, a very long coat, very old-timey coat, as he has a sword on his waist. The man, the people just looks at him saying, "Oh no, not this fucking bastard." The
Do
man
I
just
know who this is?
I like
no,
him already.
you have never heard of him. The man just bows like almost as if he was removing his hat, and almost his forehead is almost touching the ground as he bows in a very dramatic way. "My name is Solomon Banderas. I'm but a marquis in these lands, and I've been hearing certain um, rumores. What's the word? Rumors. Exactly, my short-ended friend. I've been hearing certain rumors about the court and this tribunal. And what are you doing around these parts, stranger?" I am just a wandering knight. A fighter, a lover, a killer. Not in that order, maybe in that order. But la situación, the situation is not very good. There, I managed to bump into some of the knights, the proper knights, not you guys, the shining ones. And apparently, there's gonna. I already know who the judge is gonna be, and it's not gonna be good. Wait, go on with it. Who's gonna be the bloody judge? It's gonna be Mr. Punch. And Judy, what's she gonna be? The prosecutor.
Do you know where do you know what evidence they have on their supposed suspect?
None yet. I don't know.
So
But
they're
I know
prosecuting a man with no evidence.
there's no evidence when you have to fight the word of a nobleman. His word is stronger than evidence. Unless the evidence is strong enough.
Who was the noble that spoke up?
Her, another comrade that the woman had, another member who fought that night. Isn't that right, Mr. Billy? Ah, fucking Sir Cerberus of the Red Rose. Fucking bastard! Indeed. Indeed, he is. You see, we and these bastards, we always have a little bit of a bad relationship. We always fight against each other, but we have never killed one of them, even if we had a bloody chance. Even if we had the chance to go stab them in the bloody eyes, we just bruise them and then we send them kicking and screaming back to mommy. But fucking Cerberus, that fucking bastard is ruthless. He just likes violence for the sake of violence. He likes kill because the sake of kill. He is the type of noble who would scar your face to remind you that you were his victim. He looks all that poise. And if he's putting charges on us, we're fucked. He's the golden boy of the House of Liam. Indeed. And one of his companions was murdered in combat, so it's not gonna look good for you, especially when the judge is a chimera. And,
Of course it is.
and not only that, he apparently the trial is gonna be at the Tower of London to make it all more dramatic and poised. Oh god, please tell me they're not gonna use that. Tell me it's not gonna be on the basement. I'm afraid it is. I'm afraid the rumor has it that the victim will be tossed in the well. You hear some of the people saying the well? What's the well? As the Marquess just claps his hands, saying, "Ah, let me tell you a story. They say that there was a well created under the tower, a well made of anguish and pain, of the dreams of people wanting to escape death, but they couldn't. It is said that there's a secret of that well that only the ravens of the towers know, what the lupines call koraks. But I'm not entirely sure if they will be willing to talk. But it's said that anytime one of our kin deserves to be executed, he gets tossed down the well, and they never come back. Some believe that the well tosses you directly into somewhere in the dreaming as a final um, exile, somewhere random. Others say that the well is nothing but banality incarnated. A hole that feeds, that is nothing but banality. Isn't that fair to be tossed like a broken toy in the middle of nowhere? It is what it is, my good friends, my good comrades. But I hope at least you managed to say goodbye to your beloved friend. So what can we do? I don't know. I'm just talking cat, he says as the man bows exaggeratedly and walks away. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second.
All right.
Okay. I don't think my noble. I highly doubt my noble house has the influence to deny the what Liam said. House of Liam.
What is your noble house?
Alil.
Oh, that's not good. Or it might be good. I actually
It's
don't
not
know.
good.
Okay, it is not good. Okay.
I just usually don't flex my nobility if I don't have to.
Sorry, what did I miss, guys?
Yeah,
He spends
especially
way more
in
time doing stuff with humans.
Second, I have to do something. Give me 1 second. There we go. So, all that you know, all that you managed to see is how the clock in the middle of Neverwhere shows now a doll on top of the ticking clock, aiming towards aiming not to an hour but to a day, as he holds a rope in his hand. And for what you're seeing, you only have 3 days.
That's not long.
What will you and Saint do? The only things that you know is that the victim had a baby and the baby was stolen. Her heart was stabbed with a cold iron. She was killed close to the Thames. Humans saw it. The only suspect, which is Ilian, is on police custody. Human police custody. And there's no solid lead.
We should find the baby.
Yep.
Let's go interrogate the area.
Who you want to interrogate?
The area itself.
The area itself. You want to go talk to the buildings and to the
I
streets.
think I can do that. Let me check. I hate rolls. Let me check my rolls.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yes, you can.
I've got prop. I don't have scene, but I do have prop. So
Oh.
You're gonna interrogate something.
yeah, Willow Whisper works in everything except cold iron. It's awesome like that.
Blank, do you go with Saint to the crime scene?
Yeah, I'll follow, because he's kind of like thinking, since the House of Liam is involved, he's like, this just got a hell of a lot more complicated.
Yeah, and the problem is that the House of Liam has. They're basically the Lannisters.
Don't they hate my house?
Which house are you from?
Alil?
He's a Liam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even
Oh,
worse.
this is going to be really fun.
Yeah.
And also, there's another catch. Because the nobles are the House of Liam, this guy, Servus, he can't override your investigation. That's why the thing why Duke ordered you to investigate it for him.
Yeah, noble houses always make everything complicated. Even Maxwell, even though he is a decently high up in his family's lineage, he still doesn't. He makes an effort not to flex his nobility because it leads to way more issues than if he just played it out.
So, meanwhile, as the classes continue, by the way, Fainir, while you two guys are heading to the crime scene, the teacher is teaching you about exposure, about how sometimes, how we have to control the cleaning of the camera and whatnot,
Yes.
and how basically the class that you are at is the technical aspect of photography. Okay.
Okay.
You're a little bit tired. You're a little bit nodding your head off. Let me do a roll. Blood. Sorry. When through the corner of your eye you see your small seal heading to the teacher's desk.
Yeah, I was wondering when he would show up.
Seal
What's
is trying. Uh huh.
what is he doing?
He's your teacher is writing something down in the blackboard, while your seal is trying to is sniffing inside. I mean, he's climbing into the desk, and now he's sniffing the teacher's bag.
And I can only see him, right? Like no one else can.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let him do that. I don't want to get up and embarrass myself.
Now, suddenly, the teacher's bag falls into the ground as
Oh.
he turns around. Yeah.
Oh.
The seal is just clapping as the teacher is like, "What?" He starts getting his stuff up as the seal just uh, grabs the newspaper and drags it away. As you can see in the physical world, the newspaper slides out of the bag into the floor.
I'm going to get up and grab the newspaper and the seal, but act like I'm just grabbing the newspaper, so I don't look completely crazy.
Welcome to Changeling. Dexterity plus stealth.
But the crazy is acceptable.
I mean, for the Changeling it is. For the humans, not.
What are you doing? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
So it's dexterity and stealth.
Yeah.
Right.
Difficulty. You need to give me 8 or higher.
Okay.
You bitch!
When
You get the newspaper, like concealing it inside of your jacket very quickly, but you notice that your seal had its little paw on one of the pages.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go sit
Okay.
down and I'm gonna kind of like peek at the page. No, I'm gonna give her the newspaper back, but I'm gonna kind of like sneak the page, like that he had his paw on, so I can keep it.
Roll perception.
Okay.
Perception plus investigation.
Okay.
Because of the paper is like sideways, that's gonna be get me a 7 or higher.
Okay.
Please don't butch this. Please don't butch this. Please don't butch this. Remember, you can spend willpower, meaning you roll with 1 die less. But
Oh.
for that, you have to do it manually. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Submit. Submit. Did I botch it?
No. No, you didn't.
Oh, thank God.
You manage to see sideways, and there's a little piece of news that says hundreds of objects found in the bottom of the Thames. The stories that the Thames tells us.
Oh, okay.
As you see a small crane pulling bicycles, like hooked together.
Okay. I'm going to give the newspaper back to the lady, and I'm gonna walk back to my seat and try to listen to the class. Well, I'm thinking of like the what I saw.
Okay. Rosa. Rosa?
Rosa.
I'm right
She's-
here.
She's typing.
In front of you, you have one person looking at 2 types of pencils, saying, "But which one is better?" Well, you explain at him for the 5th time. Both work, but depending on how you want to draw, and he's going like, "But what if I want to write instead of drawing?" No, but I want to draw anyways. You know those type of clients that don't know that they want to buy something that they don't know what it is?
Yes, I know. She just looks over at her like, I hate you for this. But I hate you for this look. But we need to talk afterwards.
See Polly working at the register. There's another guy working with you, a guy called Reggie. Hold on. You see that Reggie's just putting crates of like opening boxes with putting pencils on the place on the stocks. As there's people buying their, like I said, art equipment, art supplies. You're still thinking of the case in the back of your mind, still thinking about the situation, knowing that the thing White Duke is depending on you. And at the same time, the tick tock of the clock of those two monsters looking for something or someone, knowing where you live now. What will you do?
Chris made her shiver, remembering them and remembering every single word as they said to her and what they would do. As I'm trying to explain to this guy for the thousandth time in a row that both work. Either way you go.
Intelligence.
Just intelligence.
Uh, yeah.
Would be 12. Eight. I mean, 7, 1.
Atos. There was one idea running through the back of your head, but now that idea is gone. Gone and forgotten, buried and dead. Your lead is gone and you don't know what to do. Those two men seem unstoppable and unrelenting. Like there's no way to stop them. Like they're machines.
Unrelenting.
Unrelenting, thank you.
Uh-huh.
They are machines that you cannot stop. And no matter what you do, you will never stop. And you will never be able to stop. So, you two guys, you're in a crime scene. The body is gone, but you can see that in the wall there's nothing but flowers. It's between two buildings. Nearby there's a couple of alleyways. There's shops already closed. I mean, there's grocery stores and a small market where they sell fruits, like store where they sell fruits. The two buildings are massive towers of beige with posters painted all over the walls, like band posters and whatnot. It's a small scenery from which you can see hundreds of little lockpicks tied to the metal poles in front of you, and if you cross that barrier, you can land into big stones where the water of the Thames goes back and forth. This place is about an hour or two from the freehold if you go walking to it. The neighborhood is not very good. It's a very shady part of town. Uh, for the area where you guys are, you can see a couple of security cameras, but one of them is broken at least. One of them is like hanging downwards. Police, there's a couple of humans by the way, about 7 or 8 walking through the place. Some of them taking selfies aiming towards the Thames. Tourists mostly. So doing your arts is gonna be hard. The only thing that you can see are the lockpicks. I mean the padlocks. Sorry, are a couple of benches. One of those machines that you put like 25 cents and you can see through a telescope to the other side
One
of
of
the
the
river.
paid telescopes.
Yeah. A couple of kiosks. But yeah, in the ground you can see the massive outline of a human figure, where people have left small candles and whatnot.
Max is gonna take a rough sketch of the area,
Okay.
along with making some notes of how it's right next to the water.
About 10 feet between this spot and the water. But yeah, if you look down, you can see soda cans, broken bottles, used condoms, maybe syringes, graffiti and whatnot.
How far did you say it was from the water?
About 10 feet.
So he kind of like makes a quick note. Well, he kind of actually stops whenever he looks at the distance. He's like, they wanted this body to be found. Quickest way to do it would have been stab him with cold iron and toss the body and the dagger into the water. No one would have found anything. She just probably would have been diagnosed as a missing person until someone felt something wrong.
Maybe they meant to send a message to someone.
That's most likely the option. That's the most likely case, but question is who? There's a long list of people who have beef against the nobles. There's an even longer list that would like the knights dead.
What are you guys gonna do? What's your plan?
Goray nods and goes over to sniff the crime scene.
Wait, like
Literally.
Okay, you just squat down and you start sniffing?
I've got perception 4 with the specialty in scent.
Okay, roll.
We're in the middle. We're in public.
No. Char knows what she's doing.
She
What
knows this game in the back of her hand.
I have a feeling
Roll,
I should be concerned.
roll perception plus investigate, Char. Give me an 8 or higher. Let's roll.
I don't see any die. Wait, do I go up? Because I don't see any dice.
No. It's not. You have in the chat. You have to type a such roll in the chat of the roll.
Yeah.
20. It's all manual.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, it took me. It
See-
takes me a while too.
Okay, what am I doing? Sorry, I'm lost.
How much do you have between perception and investigate?
Yeah, I'd rather you honestly rolled my dice for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
hang on, I'm lost. Okay, I've got perception 4 with the specialty in scent, and I have investigation 2.
4 plus
And
2.
yeah.
6.
Never mind.
60 tens. Hold on. If you got tens, you can re-roll them because you're a specialty.
Yeah.
So, you bitch!
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
You fucking bitch! Okay, you have
The hell?
2 tens and 1 9.
Oh my!
Let's roll.
And
Is
we
that
fought,
good? That's good, right?
That's very good.
and we thought Blink was a troublemaker.
Hold on. I see. You have 3 successes. Yeah, I re-rolled the other ones, and you have an 8 and a 1. But yeah, you have 3 successes,
Oh
2
my!
crits. Okay, smells. The first smell that you can smell is rose. The smell of roses, very soft, very thin. It's been about 2 or 3 days, so the scent is going down. There's something more, but it's being masked by the smell of cold iron that still lingers in the air for some reason. The smell of death and banality slapping you in the face as it's very thick.
I
But there's
suggest we back. Sorry,
Mhm.
go ahead. Go ahead.
There's another smell. Innocence. Yeah.
I try to backtrack along their scent.
You start backtracking to the scent. You see this man crawling in all 4 legs like an animal as he sniffs the ground. Some people are taking selfies of him, looking at him. I mean, pictures of him, uploading them to Instagram and whatnot. The footsteps of this figure of the woman, she wasn't running away. She was walking. But when it gets to the corner, you see her from the corner of the buildings. She was running. She turned the corner and then she started walking. There's another smell too, anxiety, but not fear. And a smell that makes you think of the light. Little tidbits of the musk of sex. of her organs getting ready for something, of her heart beating faster for someone. And then when you go back to the crime scene, there's another smell: heartbreak and blood. Those are the smells that you can feel that run through your nostril. But their other smell is something that was waiting for her. It's the smell of cold iron masking the true smell of that person. The killer was waiting for her. What do you do?
I grab Blank's character and suggest we go elsewhere.
There's a small park nearby, a dog park. You can go there to talk.
I'm gonna say like there's a. Am I aware of this? Like I'm aware that this place exists nearby, or is it just
Yeah,
somewhere where we can see?
you're aware of it. It's like 1 block from there.
I know a place about a block from here we can talk. On the
Well,
way
we walk
there.
over there. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say on the way there, I make a quick phone call for someone to bring me my car.
Don't
I
drive
do
like
sex.
the granny this time.
Hey,
was
you're
over.
back, man.
Yep, the thing was over. Is over for now. I'm gonna have to leave in like an hour again, but
Damn.
Yeah.
It's okay, dude. So, what do you do, Blank?
I make a quick phone call for someone to bring me my car, and I guide. Oh crap! I completely lost track of voices.
Tar.
Tar. I take Tar with me, and so we head to the park.
You look at a couple of benches. There's a couple of homeless people walking through the park asking for money. There's people. There's a shit ton of dog walkers. There's people with huge leashes carrying packs of 8 to 9 dogs of different kinds and different breeds. Sometimes you can see one guy wearing shorts and a tank top running past you with a machine connected to his arm and a little wire connected to his ear, from which you can hear very loud techno music.
Okay then.
I'm assuming since animals
Hey,
have no banality, I'm assuming I freak them out.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, they're keeping their distance.
Yeah. Okay.
Blank, what do you do?
I take a seat at a bench
Yeah.
and gesture for Tar to join me as I take out a cigarette and start smoking. So, what did you find?
I give him a very thorough rundown of all the scents that I encountered and the iron and rigs roughly where that occurred.
The other things I forgot to mention.
Basically her trail.
She smelled of sweat and also adrenaline. So possibly, so she was fighting somebody early.
That's the highest possibility, most likely at least. So he kind of just keeps jotting this down in his list of notes.
Perception plus alert.
For both of us?
Yeah.
Feel free to roll die for me, Joe.
Okay. You have perception 4, right?
Yeah.
On alert.
Alertness. 2.
Okay. Okay, you. Oh, okay. You monster. You freaking monster. Okay. Deus. Blank.
Oof. Nothing.
Oh,
The only success I
no,
would
no.
have gotten.
I see
Go
one
ahead.
success.
Oh.
You see, there's a small pond in the middle of this park. Not too big, but there's a small bridge to cross it. By that bridge, you can see a small, like a proper dog park that has people with plastic bags cleaning the dogs and whatnot. But close to that lake, there's a big oak, and by the oaken tree, you see a wild pack of about 7 or 9 dogs. Uh, blank for one moment. You see a very tiny dog, like a puppy, barking and shaking its head inside of a plastic bag, like pulling out food as the other dogs are waiting. But Char, you see something different. It's not a dog. It's a little girl. She's wearing a kigurumi, completely beat up. Her clothes are completely tarred into pieces. She has little bite marks all over her arms, bruises over her knees as she walks in all four legs like a dog. And then you notice that there's actual puppy ears and a tail coming from her body, as she's just biting off a bag like an animal.
Pukas.
What do you do?
I go over there, literally growl at the pack, flip my wings out, and attempt to go grab her, get her, pick her up, and get her.
As you're walking towards the pack, the girl turns towards you and she starts growling like an animal. Uh, Blank, you see this small puppy turning its head towards this man, growling as the other animals get in between, like protecting the small puppy.
He kind of just watching letting it play out, kind of like almost a mixture of curiosity. But if this gets too ridiculous, then I'll step in
Okay. What do you do, Char?
because he is aware of public appearances.
Well,
Oh,
my SWAT doesn't care.
You're playing Changeling all wrong, my friend.
What?
No, like he says, I care about public appearances. I'm going like, yeah, you're playing Changeling wrong.
Yeah, and then but yet he brings the Lolita, but yet he brings the girl who carries a teddy bear or some type of stuffed animal along with her.
So, Char, what do you do?
Oh,
Don't
I
you
think
die
I
on me,
killed her.
Char. Don't you
I
fucking
think I
dare die on
killed
me.
her. I think I killed her. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Char, you okay?
You are not allowed to die. You do not have my permission.
Hey, you
Uh,
Damn it, you guys, I can't laugh. I can't laugh. Damn it. I'm fine.
Oh, it's from the
you
fires,
still
right?
alive over there?
It's not just that. She has Char has breathing problems.
Look at that.
Same.
Yeah, smoke
Same
tried to
as
do
the
that.
lung over here.
Asthma in both lungs.
So, Char, what do you do?
I kind of back off a bit and check out the kid from a distance.
The kid from a distance, and for 2 seconds she's blurring between a human girl and then as an animal.
I'm just visualizing the Shifter's books.
Okay, well, I attempt to have a chat. I don't know if Blank was going to do anything. I attempt to have a chat with the nearest dog
Okay.
with a whisper.
Okay.
Wait, can I do it? Yeah, I've got actor. Wait. I don't know what actor. Is actor just humans or what realm did dogs fall under?
If you ask me, I see
Falls under
animals as
nature, like
actors.
level
Yeah.
4.
Oh,
I don't have that. Well, damn it.
Deus,
Okay, well. Great.
Hold on, Deus. What was that? I couldn't hear you, dude.
Doesn't it fall under like nature level 4?
Animals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Do you have it on?
Okay.
Hmm?
No,
No.
no, I've got Fey actor and prop. so, let's see. Ooh, Autumn, level 1. Scare the dogs off.
Okay. Let me check the book. That's, I think it's chimerical. I'm not sure.
It can be either or, I think, but I will check.
Yeah, me too. Hold on. Shit, I dropped my page marker. Uh, you said autumn, right?
Yeah.
Contract, Chronos. Uh, shit, this book is in Spanish. Metamorphosis, naming. I'm afraid of that one. I'm terrified of naming.
Oh yeah.
Autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, found it.
Naming
Autumn.
is broken.
Um,
As long as you're smart, it's broken. Granted, that goes for most of the arts.
art. I mean, autumn level 1 is shadows, shadow dance.
Yeah, it's just chimerical or weird, but since dogs don't have any banality, chimerical.
Okay. In that case, you okay, you don't have to do. Okay, roll autumn plus actor.
3 dice.
Yeah, hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be your bonus for intimidation. Roll 3d10. Oh, it didn't work.
Bummer.
Oof.
Yeah, you try to focus, but it's hard. The even if they're not banal, the banality of the case is a little bit high, so it doesn't work. The dogs bark at you loudly. The girl is also barking. Between her barks, you can hear her growling like, "Woof, go, go!" What do you do?
I give it a really annoyed growl.
Okay,
And then try to figure out what to do.
Blank. What do you do?
Alex, I mean Max is just still watching this because he doesn't exactly how exactly speak to an animal since this person seems to know what they're doing. He's kind of just watching with a mild curiosity.
Okay. So the small pooch just barks at you loud, harder, like trying to tell you to leave her.
Okay.
The other dogs are just getting closer to try to protect her, almost like a pack. What do you do?
Okay, chicanery run, trick of the light, burning a willpower.
Okay, your burning willpower. What effect do you want to do?
Trick of the light, chicanery 1.
Chicanery. Okay. Roll for it. Oh, sorry. Tell me. How much do you have there?
1 dot. And,
1.
And wait, yeah. It's
And
actor. It's Roman art, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 dots in actor and 1 in chicanery.
So 3d10.
And burning a willpower.
Okay, so you're going sure for it.
Yeah.
Chicanery. Okay, Chronos. Okay, so okay.
It's page 200.
Yeah, I had it here. So, you suddenly see little flashes of light going in front of your eyes as the dogs start moving away from the light, almost like tiny little firecrackers. The girl just stamps back against the tree, a little bit scared as her tail is swaying from side to side, getting ready to attack, to jump to bite you. What do you do, Char? Most of the dogs left.
Well, I
Also,
try to pick her.
by the
I
way,
try to pick her up really carefully.
Max, you also see that. You see how suddenly little sparkles start showing up in front of you, of both of them. Every time you get closer to try to grab her, she grows harder as she starts barking, saying, "You don't grab me. You don't grab me like mom. You don't grab me like dad. No, a weird man with weird hair. Let me go." As she tries to bite your hand, like showing her teeth. Yeah. What do you do?
And
I just
Blaine.
try to. I try to wrap her up in a wing, feeling
Uh,
rather amused.
Dexterity plus fight because she's trying to bite your wing.
Dex 3.
Okay. Oh my
What?
god! That's
What?
three, and I'm fighter. Sorry, go ahead, roll.
I'm sorry. What? Dex and what?
Fight, combat, brawl.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was
What?
confused.
What's
Dex 3
fight?
brawl 2.
Oh, brawl.
5, 5 to 10.
Mm,
Okay.
That's a botch.
You try to grab her with your wing.
Uh-oh.
She tries to bite your wing off, but she misses and she dodges you. And then she leaps over your shoulder, falling flat over her face as you just grab yourself in your own wing. As she falls into the ground in front of Blank. Blank,
Oh
you
well.
see her running between your legs and fleeing away with the other animals. What do you guys do?
I attempt to entangle myself.
Okay. You try to wrap your wing off your arm. Blank, Maxwell, what do? You just see the small pooch running away.
He just watches her run away. He doesn't really, as far as he's concerned, it's just a dog.
Roll perception plus
It's just
skinny.
it's just a dog that this random guy who has very little regard of public appearance. What did you want me to roll? Perception plus keening.
Yeah, cunning. Yeah.
I just
Keening.
that in.
Where the heck is it?
Look at the sheet. I think it's like in the middle of the skills, or the bottom.
Yeah, I was trying to use the thing to do it, but I don't see it.
Doesn't
Go
let you.
old
I
school.
can't do that one. That's like the only one I can't do for some reason.
Yeah, you have to roll old
Yeah.
school. Don't worry about it.
Kenning is odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3
Kenning and Greymare.
Yeah.
Those are weird.
Oh, 7. That's all I got.
You see
Mm,
the dog
one
running
success.
away as it runs in the middle of the cars as the cars are barking to the dog. And for 1 second, you see a car passing next to the dog. And as soon as the car passes by, you see a small girl, about 7 or 8 years old, wearing a shredded down kigurumi, holes in her jeans, arms completely scrapped and covered in bite marks. Her face, you can see that one of her eyes is swollen because somebody kicked her in the face. She's missing one of her tooth, but she has a very sharp fang. And again, she looks like a homeless girl or a runaway girl who's acting like a dog with a small tail and small puppy ears that hang from her head. As she just runs away between the cars, some of the cars honking. As you see her heading to the, like, dodging by a couple of millimeters the cars as she runs into the streets.
He kind of gives her a long look before just pulling out another cigarette and smoking again and turning to the odd man that's with him and saying so. Do you want to explain what that was about?
Not in public.
There's nowhere around
So
here.
you're willing to act like a dog in public, but not explain that.
She's a puka. I think she's a lost girl.
Lost Boys?
Yeah.
Well, she's one out of millions. Doesn't make much difference to us. Not involved with us, and I could honestly care less.
Ooh, I pick him up and shake him till his teeth rattles.
Dexterity plus brawl. Blank. Do you want to dodge?
Oh, I'm not gonna dodge. I'm gonna put a gun to their chin.
In public?
What the?
I thought you were concerned about your public image, Blank.
Yeah.
Correction.
Ew.
Man, I
my
can't believe that this
God.
person was trying to catch a stray dog. Maybe to like take care of it. I'm just gonna pull out a gun and put it under their chin in public.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Such
We're
a
not
dick.
playing
tried to touch
Cyberpunk, dude. In Cyberpunk,
No,
that's a
but I
walk in the
will
park.
still do it. If they try to touch me, the gun comes out.
There's only one person that's allowed to touch him.
Pull out a gun. Oh, just my reaction here is that just Michael from The Office going.
You two are
Try to get
great
close to him,
group.
just freaking pulling a gun. Like, trying to tell you, don't you fucking dare.
I would
What?
listen to dog.
No, like, the moment you try to grab him, he pulls out a gun. Almost like he was trying to tell you, don't you fucking dare.
Mm. Well, that's interesting.
That's.
Now, if we're done having problems like this, then can we get back to work?
Let's go
Meanwhile-
find the girl.
Okay?
Girl isn't part of the job. I could honestly care less if she gets shot in the head the second she goes into an alley.
Oh my.
I'm. Ooh, man, you must be heavy on the banality.
Man, you guys must be. You guys are definitely polar opposites. This is gonna be interesting.
No, Maxwell
I
just
call him
really
an odd
doesn't care.
person. I call him an odd person. Stalk off.
Hey, you call him an autumn person? Oof.
What does that mean?
Remember, the
It's-
autumn people are the people who are banality incarnated.
Uh huh.
It's pretty much saying you depressive fucker that's gonna end everything.
Oh!
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
He died so many times.
Said so many times from banality, and I can see why. Oh my god.
my
I was
God.
worried
Well
about
learned,
this.
It
dude.
wasn't from banality. It was
child.
from somebody killing us.
I don't
Mm,
trust
Quickly
him.
grab-
Yeah. Yeah.
I just-
Okay.
I just see him like quickly grab the child and use it like a human shield.
And just Anakin Skywalker there at the end of episode 3. Yo, watch out! It's a child. And pulls out gun.
Me,
Oh.
I'm like, no touching the child.
So, in the meantime,
Must blink.
um,
There are too many of them. What are we going to do? Pulls out gun.
so,
Where's the children? We got human shields.
Yeah. Anyway, Joe. Yes.
in the meantime, Feinar,
Yes.
the classes are over. Your Alice and Patrick are heading back to. They're heading to the pub, but you're free the afternoon.
Yes.
What will you do?
When is the remembrance thingy?
It's gonna be at midnight. I mean, it's gonna be around 9. It's around 6 right now. No, it's around 2 p.m. right now.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
Yeah, you have to. What do you do?
That's a good question. Just so I know, what are things I could do? I know there could be like anything, but like, what are things I could do? Because I'm not sure.
Okay, let me help you out here. Which arts do you have?
I got. Let's see. I got. That's the wrong way. Let's see. I got Autumn, Metamorphosis, and Soothsay. Soothsay?
Char?
What are you trying to do?
No, tell her what you can do with the chart, please.
Soothsay help gives you hints of the future.
Uh-huh.
Metamorphosis is hang on, they changed it in 20th anniversary.
Name is changing one stuff from changing things basically.
Right.
Yeah, you can hide yourself from cameras, alter the size of your body,
You can turn one
turn,
bug into
turn a
100
very
bugs.
rude she into a bus, step on him. No.
Yeah. No, yeah, you can. You can turn for example, at low levels, you can turn one thing into its direct opposite. So, for example, you could turn a cat into a dog. You could turn a male into a female.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I
Uh,
remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, Char, she could turn $1 into $100, into $100 bill, right?
Right.
She could.
Yeah.
But she's better take off if she doesn't know how long it's going to be, because it's eventually going to revert.
Yeah, that's how you con people out of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else can you do? You mentioned Autumn. Autumn
Yes.
has to do with death, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's one
Yeah,
of the most
you can
dangerous ones.
mess with shadows.
It's
one.
the reason that they call it the Age of Autumn is because it's the age where banality is slowly taking over again and everything is dying.
Oh. That makes
Your
sense.
art has to entail with that as well, which is why you are not so much dealing with death, but more walking the fine line of it, calling upon ghosts and the like, right?
Oh. Okay. Huh.
Well, I say calling upon ghosts and like, but that's like the very top level of the art.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Also, like you can touch things and make them shivered into death.
No, I don't know. That's more winter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fair enough. So, do you want me to give you a storyteller hint?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so we have a murder. Where's the murder weapon?
With the police.
No, the murder weapon wasn't found.
Oh. I can find the murder weapon.
Now the question is where?
Oh, the thing in the newspaper. Or is
Yeah,
that-
because she was killed next to the river. So
I go toward the
Where?
rivers.
And
okay.
it's fishing.
So you go into the river. You start going downwards into the base of the river.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take the true form, the form of the seal?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you hold the sides of your collar and you start stretching them out as if they were a mask. Suddenly you're small and you can see from a small point of view. Your small chubby body now is tapping onto the ground as you jump into the waters.
Honey, I shrunk the changelings.
Technically, depending on her age, depending on the age of the
Changeling. Honey, I shrunk the childers.
So
Childlings.
Childlings, yes, that.
you jump into the river as at first looks very dim and dark, but your
Mhm.
eyes quickly get used to it. There's little to no fishes. There's mostly trash and toxicity, piss
Oh.
and shite. Yeah. As soon as you start going to the bottom of the river, as you start swimming it, there's a shit ton of shit. Cell phones, handguns, knives, objects of every single kind of different eras.
Mhm.
Little sailboats, couple of props, stuff like that.
All right.
The closer you start getting to the crime scene, the more you feel that static again, shivering, shuddering through your core. As suddenly, in the middle of the water, you see this small piece, a dagger, completely sank into the bottom. Its blade sinking. I mean, already half sunk into the sand. And the pommel aims upwards into the night. And yes, it is made of cold iron.
Oh, okay. Is there any way I can grab it without it hurting me? Because I know if you touch it or have it anywhere near you, it starts
Grab
like
a
draining your
claw.
life force.
Anywhere near you is not. I think that you have to take a flaw for it to start draining you anywhere near it.
No, Char,
Yeah,
you're the expert.
you're gonna feel it if you've got iron in the vicinity, unless you've got iron resistance. But unless you have iron allergy, you have to physically touch it to get burned, and it does simultaneously chimerical and physical damage to you.
Yeah. It's a sort of a nervous aura around it until you touch it and then starts burning. But I'm thinking like as long as it's not skin contact, you're probably good. So if you like
Okay.
put on a thick enough glove, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
No, it starts
That's a bit
radiation.
iffy. That's a bit iffy, but it's been done.
Yeah. Like, if you ask
Yeah.
me, iron is like radiation. It will hit you no matter what. Like, it won't kill you. As long as you don't have it stuck in you, it won't kill you. But it
Right.
will make you feel sick and weakened. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any way I can make kind of like a almost like a glove with all the pollution in the water?
Dexterity plus crafts.
Okay. Dexterity plus crafts. Here it is. Right.
And also, never carry cold iron into the dreaming. That's no good. That's not
Okay.
a good idea.
Also, never carry cold iron because if you're found with it on you by another changeling, they're gonna start yelling that you're a murderer
Oh.
or planning to murder.
Yeah. And murder is illegal. Okay. You grab some of the trash bags and you start making like an impromptu gloves with your two seal hands.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you touched it, you feel like a cold screech running through the back of your brain, slowly seeping through your soul.
Ugh.
You swim upward um as you head back to the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me do a roll. Okay. Pick odds or evens.
Odds.
It hurts like a bitch. You can feel it, your teeth shivering, almost as if they were gonna break. Almost like a drill running through your bones at the same time, and they are meet all up in the middle. You see a small bank next to a river. Do you head there to take your human form?
Yes.
You swim as fast as you can. As soon as you get out of there, you don't manage to see, but there's a couple of humans next to you. They look surprised at you as you quickly take your human form in front of them. The moment you finish taking your human form, they look at you, and one of them goes like, "Holy shit, dude! Did you jump into the water?"
I did. I was just wanting to take a swim, you know. I found a lot of pollution in the water, and you know, I'm big on global change.
Okay. You notice that they don't realize that. I mean, they were looking at you as you shapeshift, but they totally ignored that you were a fucking seal. So let me explain something.
Okay.
The beauty of what is known as the mist.
Right.
The more rational the human is, the harder it is for them to remember what they saw.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, if they see two changelings fighting with swords, they will see two humans beating the living crap out of each other with plastic swords. If you take your true form in front of them, they might have a dream about your form, but they will likely not remember it.
Yeah, even technology doesn't work.
No. Technology filters it, I believe.
No, it messes with technology too.
Oh yeah. If you take a
Yeah.
human into the dreaming, and you get him out of the dreaming, he will assume he got so drunk that he blanked out, or he won't remember what happened, or maybe he will assume he had a wet dream, but that's about it.
Okay.
The lower the banality of the man or the human, the more they will remember. For example, little kids can see fairies for what they are.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. The other people who can also see fairies are those who are very fucking high on drugs, and insane people.
Drunkards.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, as soon as you take the knife, you start walking out into the public, holding it hidden within your stuff. Guys, uh, Max and Char, what do you guys do?
Wait, we're in the
Max?
vicinity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go over, go help her. And
Mhm.
yeah, try to grab a stick or something to get it out of her hands.
Okay. Both of you can feel the banality coming from within the bag that she has in her hands. Max, you can see her. You're familiar with the girl. She's the owner of the freehold. But yeah, she has that piece of shit on her hands. She has the killer one.
I tell both of them follow me very quickly, and I head to my
Taking it all the
car
line.
and
Okay.
I pull out basically an empty briefcase and say put it in there.
You put it inside the briefcase. You put it inside the car, and even through all that, you can still feel it. You can
Yeah.
still feel it seeping and sinking into your brain, almost as if you were being stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
I quickly pull up my phone and call the Duke.
He picks up, saying, "Tell me you have good news for me."
We found the murder weapon.
Good. I'll send my officers to go pick it up. Anything else that you might have found?
Couple ideas of possible reasons and spitballs of why she went back there. Nothing concrete yet. She's gonna need a bit more work.
Very well. In that case, you can come. Get ready for the celebrations. It will start soon.
Yeah.
Deus.
I ask that you send your guys quickly. This thing's making my skin crawl.
Hello, yes, my name is Deus.
So Deus. I mean, Deus. Sorry. Um, today's Remembrance Day. You've been alone in the freehold, setting up your place. So, by the way, while you were off, the guys kind of decided what type of freehold you guys have. Uh, do you want to tell Deus? Do you want to catch him up to speed?
Sort of like a private library, wasn't it?
Library trees.
Yeah.
So by library trees, we mean
Trees that grow books in the chimerical form. In the physical form, looks like a very old Scooby-Doo.
do
type
they
of house.
grow actual books, or is it just sort of like mishmashed words, or do they make
No,
books
it's an
already
actual book.
written? Do
Actual
they
book.
make the books already, or are they already pre-published books?
Yes.
Okay. Which one?
Yeah.
Both.
And anything.
Anything that's written on a piece of paper, they can the books grow it. So, for example,
Oh no.
let me put it like this.
What?
So you know how whenever you pick a fruit, you can tell how mature it is.
Yep.
Hey, is this book ready? No, it's still a magazine. It's not mature enough.
You. Oh no. Oh no.
It won't grow things like the Necronomicon, okay? I mean,
There's
the H.P. Lovecraft one, yeah, but not
there
the
is a work of fiction that describes a library that has every single book, not book, every single thing that has contained words ever written inside of it, whether that is letters, notes, books, magazines, anything that's ever contained words. And there's very, very interesting stuff in it. And I just have one more question. Does this tree also follow that same story and break through the laws of time where it has books that are yet to be written?
No, no, not that far. It's basically connected to the idea of the dreams of readers. So it can have how to put it. This is gonna sound fun. So you know how whenever people drinks wine, they usually drink based on the year. The year tells you your quality. It
Sorry.
can go like you know how certain wines age and they age better than others.
Yeah, in the cask. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. In this case, the books are chimerical. They can be turned into physical ones. The problem is, they can be things like Moby Dick. They can be things like Dracula, but there can also be fanfics.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey guys, I grew some books. What did you grew? Oh my god, it's Sonichu. Why?
Man,
And the,
I cannot wait to have 13 different books of Dracula.
and that's the quirk of the house. The house attracts that type of chimera.
I can't. Oh god, what if it's like the more dreaming a book has caused, the like more common it is? You end up with like
Yep.
13 different copies of like the
What?
first Harry Potter.
Let me put it like this: if it's a book that is very famous, very powerful in the knowledge of humanity, if you open it, something might come out of that book.
Ah, fuck. Don't open the Bible.
Yeah, yeah, no, because uh, like I don't know. I just picture this scene of you guys being chased. You have one of the books there, like quickly open it. It's the Bible. I don't know, dude. Open it. You open
Literally
it.
turns everybody around it into a pillar of salt.
I mean, dude, that can happen. Or he can part the waters, or he can bring rain of fire.
Rain of fire and cicadas.
All the
Yeah.
water.
I'm gonna
Okay.
like have to like work on pruning the tree of anything that I might consider
Where-
dangerous.
Dude, or you open the Bible, nothing happens. What's going on? The bad
Nothing
guy.
that you can observe has happened.
No, the bad guys look at you saying, "Are you forgiving me?"
Or the water around the
Open the Bible,
into wine.
literally. Open the Bible, literally have my entire bloodstream turn to wine, die.
Yeah. And because of that, it's like, holy shit, guys, we have a
Yeah,
problem.
I'm
What?
gonna have to start pruning the tree once it starts
Yeah.
growing these.
And also, holy shit, guys, we have a problem. What? We have Dracula again. The book? No. There's a chimera. This is actually the Count Dracula, in the basement.
Oh no.
We have to go kill
Who let-
Dracula again.
Who let out Dracula? Wait, are we dealing with Dracula or are we dealing with Alucard? And if we're dealing with Alucard, are we dealing with regular Alucard or horny Alucard?
Oh
That,
no.
that's like 2 of the like 7 billion Alucards there are. Not to mention how many different versions of Dracula there are. Jesus Christ. Like,
Oh my
let's,
god, hold on.
Let's
hold on,
not get into this at the moment. We can get into it later,
Yeah.
but for now, let's just wind it back, okay?
I just picture Blank one day arriving. There's a guy in the living room naked saying, "Oh, I'm Christian Grey. Your girlfriend was busy with me." Honey, were you fucking Christian Grey from 50 Shades?
I can't explain everything.
He's not real. He doesn't count.
No, he would kind of just look at Melissa and say, "The punishment closet," and stay there for a week. There's food, you already know that, so just stay. I'll
Anyway.
go apply the chains later.
Anyways, guys, Deus, you've been
Yes.
working on the house. The from the graveyards in the dreaming, you can see the trees slowly starting to grow. Like from now, they don't have books; they only have pamphlets. Like join us. You know the typical political parties, military pamphlets. Do you believe in
Chick
God?
tracks. Chick tracks.
Well, I'm already going to like not tear off, but if I have a sharp instrument, I'm already gonna tear off any sort of religious ones at the moment.
Oh, dude, you have a scythe.
Why would I use a scythe on a tree?
Because right now they're not trees; they're just little plants, like beanstalks.
Oh, there's multiple of these.
There's multiple types. Yes.
Has the like house? I don't want to say house, but I can't think of any word for it. Actually, been made yet, or is it? Or although the tree's gonna sort of come together and build themselves into this?
some of the tree, I mean, some of the plants will grow into trees. Some others will grow into like tomato type of plants, and some others will be like weeds. Hold on. Oh yeah, the bad fanfics are weeds.
No.
The what fanfics?
The
Bad.
bad fanfics.
Don't
the
look
bad
into
So-
them.
Most if not all.
Oh god.
No,
So basically, any book that have turned into a book that is from Warpad.
Oh, and here's another thing. Since
So-
technically this place is a farm of knowledge, number one, other changelings can come here to look for knowledge. Number two, you can sell this shit in Neverwhere. Hell, if you case in point, if you manage to capture Dracula and not kill him, you can sell him like a slave in Neverwhere.
I'm against that. I do not believe that we should put out a like fifth
Wait, how
generation
much is
vampire.
Dracula worth?
Pretty sure it's fifth generation. It is not worth the trouble. I can answer you that.
Wait, we're discussing slavery in a live stream where the slave is Dracula.
Exactly.
I again do not believe a fifth generation vampire could be nearly worth the amount
By
of.
the way, it's not the Dracula the bumper from Over the Masquerade, it's the literary interpretation of it.
Which is still really terrifying, considering he's able to pretty much teleport at will, if I remember
Wait,
correctly.
Which
Hypnotize.
which version are we talking here?
We
Still?
don't
Because
know
there's been
then.
so
we
many.
don't know
We
what
don't know.
version we're talking about. That's
don't
the
know.
entire point. Now, please.
Because we could do the whole thing where we could. There's versions where we could literally threaten flashlight.
Yeah.
Count, Von, count.
Anyways, guys, so you're sieving through with the site, cutting some of the bad paragraphs of text, shitty poetry, lyrics of songs
Cult
that were never,
pamphlets.
yeah, lyrics of songs that were never meant to be sang by human ears. The lyrics from "Baby" by Justin Bieber and shit like that. You're just cutting. You can turn all that into draws, by the way.
Ross.
Draws is the physical form of dreaming, of glamour.
Glamour.
I've honestly not heard that term before.
Okay, so listen to this. You're gonna love this. You can sieve the land. You can clean the bad roots. Take them to your forgery. Melt it, and from that you can start making chimeras.
So hold on.
This is
So
material.
do we or do we not have any structures?
Right now, only the house and the out in the backyard. That's the book garden.
So there is still a house.
Yeah.
Then what's the like tree library gonna be? Is that gonna end up being the house, or is
No, it's just like the garden.
okay?
Like there's a graveyard, but but you can see some of the plants growing inside the graveyard. And in the dreaming, those plants have books. In the real world, they're just plants. They're just normal plants and normal trees. On the inside, the guys haven't decided what the balefire is gonna be yet. But at least you now have a room for you to start working on shit. To turn the pulp of the books into material for chimeric objects.
Yes. Okay. I've already sent you like the band, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess pruning, weeding is what I'm going to do after I've set everything up. As much as I wish I wouldn't, I clearly am the only one here who has a modicum of responsibility.
Me,
Whatever.
but I still got to take care of my brother's place while he's in hospital. So
Sounds
So-
like he
that's my
shouldn't have-
responsibility.
sounds like
Wait.
he shouldn't have gone into the hospital then.
So-
Well, it's not my fault that Chicken Tech came out of nowhere.
Rosa, I'm trying to DM.
Sorry.
Thank you. So while
That'd be
you're working on that, you suddenly see that a letter falls from into the slot on the. I mean, it's just lying under the door, into the main door frame of the house.
Better not fucking have been Hegwin or whatever that owl was called from Harry Potter.
Hedwig.
Oh no,
Hedwig, that's it.
Hedwig.
it's just a letter that says that invites you for tonight's remembrance in
Well,
Neverwhere.
I wouldn't like I would literally like see it pop in, and then I'd go like get like the scythe and like poke it with the end of the scythe just to make sure it wasn't trapped or anything.
Nothing.
I ain't fucking around with this.
No, it's just a letter from Neverwhere.
Ah, yes.
You and the companions of the house are officially being invited to the Remembrance Night.
Ah, yes, officially.
Yeah.
We're not. It doesn't say that we're a motley, does it?
Not yet,
Okay.
because you guys haven't decided what is gonna be the name of your motley, nor you haven't done the oath.
Yeah.
What's
So,
a motley?
What?
What's a motley?
It's like pretty much a gang, but like a gang of changelings, but sort of kept
Okay.
together.
Let me explain more easily. In D&D, it's called a party.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, and this it's called a motley.
Motley. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Depending on what game you're playing, the World of Darkness has different names. Vampires have coteries or packs. Werewolves have packs. Mages have fuck, not fuck. Well, they also fuck a lot.
Mages are kind of alone.
No, not really, not really.
They've
Cabal.
got cabals.
Thank you,
Cabals.
cabal. Yeah, they have cabals.
Or amalgams.
Yeah. No, I mean the Nolans are basically the faithfuls of mages. But anyways. So, well, what do you do, buddy? You have this invitation to Neverwhere for the Remembrance Night.
Well, I can't quite do much of anything at the moment, can I?
I mean, you can start processing the books into pulp.
Yes, but I feel like that would take much longer. Of course, I will do that. But as of now, I'm thinking that it's time to scrounge up some materials beyond just of the chimerical kind.
I just imagine you making pulp and somebody coming like, "What are you doing?" "I'm doing pulp fiction."
I'm pulping the fiction.
Yeah. Roll dexterity plus crafts.
Ah, yes, dexterity. Yes, my very best physical stat. Yep.
Let's see. You got 2 successes.
That is
I
two
see.
successes.
Yeah. So you basically have a small machine in which you put the pages on some of the books that are trying to flutter away. You close it. You start pulling a crane. You push water into them. You boil the water so it starts making like a paste. So it's basically a process similar to recycling books or recycling pages.
Yep.
It's gonna take like an hour, give or take. But that will extract and will mix with the glamour, so now you have a solid like liquid that you can turn into steel or gold or whatever material you need to make chimera.
Paper itself
You
is
can.
not... Go ahead. I was just going to make a comment about paper being carbon-based, so it can be used in alloys.
Yeah.
Not in
Also-
actuality, because that'd be dumb, but...
Also, you can create living chimeras with this pulp.
No, thank you at the moment.
You could
You
sell
can
them.
sell them.
Yeah, because I most certainly want to create something living and intelligent and then sell it for a quick buck. That sounds
Just-
very like a normal thing to do.
Just
Not
give
normal,
it a
but
sedative. It won't
Oral.
remember anything.
Exactly.
it's not about who witnesses it, it's about what the morals are of doing it.
Same as human trafficking. It's not like they care. It's not like they have an opinion.
Yeah, it is the same as human trafficking. Exactly.
Yeah, it's very
Nice law is not
productive.
gonna
It's
like
very.
it.
It's very
My still
productive.
doesn't
It's
like it
very
either.
lucrative.
Oh,
It's lucrative, and no one gives an opinion about their opinion. At least those that are selling and buying.
Well, fuck you. I'm the one here who can work with this stuff, and I'm gonna say no.
What are you exactly
Oh.
working with?
Dreaming made physical.
Then this you could
Chimerical
totally
paper.
sell it. Or make an army. Just make an army of like I don't know Draculas or something.
It's giving me an idea to make golems, considering these are.
Dude. You can make Okay, I have a very cool idea. You could
The one
make,
that
like,
I think I could make is golems, because if
Oh.
books are creativity made manifest, or at least they were for the past like 1,000 years. Recently, it's been different with like videos and movies.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
if so, they contain inspiration and the like. Using it for the mental abilities of a golem could be used. It would be dumb and unfeeling, but it could be something that can move around.
Also, you can make yourself an army of origami.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
That's what
just
I was
seems a little
thinking.
bit too literal, though.
No, no, dude. Like, imagine having jars of paper cranes, and whenever
I,
somebody
I,
wants to
I
fight
know,
you, yeah.
I know what you're saying, right? But it just seems a bit too literal for me.
Okay, yeah, you want
it's
to
the
do something more.
dreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
making paper things from paper is a bit too basic, is what I'm saying.
okay. I'll let you do it, Frankenstein.
Yeah, you better.
So, you're just sieving the paper as the pulp starts to work. What do you do, dude? You have the freehold to yourself right now.
Well, there's the front entrance, so I'm going to have that letter that said that we're invited. Go over to the table, just or whatever front entrance area we have, put it somewhere that they can't really miss it unless they were as blind as a mole rat.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go out and buy some Kevlar.
Okay, you go to a local gun store, you buy some Kevlar armor. It costs you a lot, but okay, you take it home. You say that you
I
are a
don't
security guard. Huh?
I
Yeah,
don't want Kevlar armor. I want Kevlar.
material.
Sheath.
Oh, that's gonna be okay. Wait, I'm not an expert. Where can you get Kevlar at this time of this hour of the night?
This hour. Oh,
Well,
it's
you
night.
can always ask Gare.
It's night.
No, I'm just saying. What do you buy Kevlar in real life? Like, how
Oh,
good is
real
it? Good,
life.
sir? I would like a pound of Kevlar.
I think you can buy it online.
You can buy it online. It's
Okay,
in bulk.
so you pull your computer, you start typing as you order the Kevlar. It's gonna take about 3 weeks in arriving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive. 3 weeks. All right. And then beyond that, I am going to. Is there some sort of like? No, that'd be dumb to try and do that. And oh god, I've spent more than enough time here in the freehold, I believe, and now it is time to go back to the boring world once more. The banal world, autumn world. That's the word.
Yeah. As soon as you're heading out to the main entrance, you suddenly hear a loud thud coming from one of their rooms, like a massive, like something clashing to the world.
Ah, that not quite what I'd call optimal. Can I tell which room it sort of came from, or
It's in the back room. It's like the main room it's a very gothic style house, but behind it behind the staircase there's another room.
what sort of weapons do I have around me?
You have the scythe.
A scythe isn't what I'd quite call a weapon. It's kind of inept at one.
What about the Grim Reaper, dude? Are you saying that the Grim Reaper doesn't carry a weapon?
I'm saying that the Grim Reaper carries a farming implement. It's even less dangerous than a pitchfork, okay?
Objections under the grounds of depending on who's using it and how drunk he is. And how sharp
Drunk
it
he
is.
is affects how much they'd injure themselves. No, I'm thinking I'm gonna go for a bar of rebar or something more optimal as a weapon.
You start looking around, you see the fireplace, and it has those little like stakes that you use to
Those
move
pokers, the fire
Yeah.
poker.
Yeah.
That could work.
Okay, you grab the fire poker, you hold it with both hands, and you open the door to the back room, and the only thing you see is one massive wall and one bookcase, holding one book, just one book, nothing more.
Gonna hold it up with both hands and slowly creep closer to it until I can make out the title.
It has no title. It's a greenish book. Looks very old.
Gonna slowly work backwards and put the fire poker back into the fire here. And gonna get something I can use as a rod. Hell, I could probably even use the scythe, although it would be awkward to like knock go back and knock the book down from the bookshelf onto the ground and then slide it towards me.
Side. You try to pull it down, as soon as it's moving backward, it's moving very heavily. And suddenly, as you pull it a little bit, tilt it a little bit more, you hear a loud cluck as the bookcase slowly lets go and moves and opens like a door, as you see nothing but darkness, entire and nothing darkness.
Gonna. Ah. Oh, wait a second. I have the second level of primal. I mean pyretics. Doesn't that cast light even through illusion?
Well, since you're in the house, I'm gonna give you this one for free because the penalty is very low. Okay.
Sorry.
The penalty is very low, so I'm gonna give you this one for free.
So you're just gonna let me cast it on like.
Yeah.
All right.
You snap your fingers and you see a gateway. You see nothing but darkness inside. A thin veil of shadows waving. Do you
It's
step
not
in?
an illusion, clearly.
No.
Gonna poke it with the end of the scythe.
You poke it, nothing happens.
This is not lovely jubbly.
Do you go inside?
I really don't want to, but I feel like there's almost. I know I'm being hunted. My group isn't here.
Hello,
And-
Deus, it's me, a boy. What will you do?
I am very tempted to literally just close the bookcase and just watch it and wait for the rest of the group to get here.
You want to step in, or do you rather wait for the rest to come?
I said that I was waiting for the rest to come. I would close the bookcase and then wait.
Wait, you close the bookcase and nothing happens. The rest are nowhere to be seen. Possibly heading to Neverwhere. If the news are running everywhere. That's right.
I feel like you're almost trying to force me to make a decision here or something.
I don't know. Am I? Guys, am I?
You're not, but you are.
It's almost like the narrative.
Reverse psychology.
He laughed like the Joker. Think about it.
He's a joker. Haha.
Ooh,
Are we bullying the DM?
No.
no. I'm
Aw.
innocent. That's your
No.
job.
I could, but I'm too tired for that right now. I'm just listening in to wait and see if he's being bullied. If not, well, I could always make him angry and entertain myself.
Well,
Gonna
there are
quickly-
things that work about D&D, and you know it.
Gonna quickly go back and write on the note there that I put in an obvious place that, hey,
I
found
would
secret
just
entrance
crouch
inside. I'd like to be not interrupted, blank.
My bad. I thought I muted my mic.
Good. Found mysterious opening in other room. Pull on book to open it, and bookshelf will swing open. If I'm not back by then, assume I'm dead. And then I'm going to copy that note and place it in some various other places.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go into that place.
You open the door, and you cross it. The moment you cross the door, the sky is red and yellow and pink. Massive trees waving in every direction. The other side of the door is gone. Your physique is completely changed, as your skin is now completely white with little circles in your cheeks. Away, you can see giant towers with spider legs moving from one side to the next. You see a sign with directions aiming to every single point in the map at the same time. Far away, you see the stars shining and melting and moving, as some trees are completely on fire and they're growing fire branches with fire apples. And the road ahead, there's no road ahead. The only thing you can see beneath you is one silver path.
Shit. Shit. Let me out. Let me out. This is
Sir?
not. This is not a place I want to be.
In Chronicle, in your case, write fear and loathing in the dreaming.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are in the dreaming, my good sir.
Yeah. I figured
No,
when you started describing that the apples were on fire, I was like, oh no, this is the dreaming. You described that there is no roads, and I was like, I had a mini heart attack. But at least I'm on the path.
The path. I'm not that sadistic, okay? Guys, if your
I
characters
don't know about that.
Rosa, if your characters ever go to the dreaming, never leave the path. Never.
Never leave
No.
the path.
It's
Do
like
No.
in
not
The
leave
Hobbit.
path.
Don't leave it when you go into that forest.
No,
Do not go into that
no.
gentle forest.
You can go into the dreaming, no problem, but do not leave the path.
Yeah.
Do you know what happens when you leave the path?
You fall into madness.
No.
No.
You get lost.
Oh, and then that makes you mad.
Imagine
No.
the dream is vast and bizarre, like in real dreams. So, for example, one day, let's say you're exploring the dreaming. Right now, you're in the path. This guy's seeing a forest of fire. He goes to sleep. The next day, it's just an ocean.
Hell, it could be changing right before my eyes. I could take one step and I could feel like I've been projected 3 miles.
Yeah,
And then
you
I
can
could and then I could walk for an hour and only move 5 feet.
Yep.
And that's on the path. The further you get away from the path, the more fantastical it is. As soon as
there's
you
no
leave the
direct-
path,
yeah.
you can never get onto the path ever again, and you will forever be lost to the dreaming.
Yeah,
Huh.
and dreaming has shit that the physical world doesn't have, which is both good and bad.
You can go mad in the dreaming, yes, from Bedlam, but chances are you're going to die first.
Oh yeah. Speaking of dying, guys,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
you find yourselves, all of you, in Neverwhere as the stage is already set. The lights are getting dim and darker.
Wait, Joe, is this excluding Deus because he's stuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I just want to
Dude.
make sure.
Make odds or evens.
Me?
Yeah, odds or evens.
Hold on, let me get out a coin real quick. Just go ahead with them and I'll tell you.
Dude. Funny enough, for this I have a silver coin.
Oh, go ahead, man. Heads is odds. Or no, heads is evens, tails is odds.
I'll go for odds.
Shh, not you, Saint.
Oh, sorry.
Guys.
Oh, God.
No. Oh no.
The lights go dark as the crowd is starting to gather. Silence as the music starts. In front of you, you see this man with a big bushy beard heading everywhere, saying, "The beginning, there was us, and there was them." As in the background, the crowd starts to gather, actors playing Britannia and Oberon, playing the memories of yourselves and other lives. Robin is among them, Arwen. You can see him, dressed in very fantastic ways. And we used to rule over man, and man was afraid. Some of the actors are wearing human masks, with twisted grins and small beady eyes. Not eyes in the sense of white with a little black dot, no, just a black dot. With twisted facades that show you grins going upwards and going downwards. And we used to rule over them, and they used to fear us. For a time this was good. And then, as time passed, they started to ask one thing. Why? And we started to shrivel down and become old as the word banality shuddered through our ears. the actors start falling down sick. Some of them pretend to be dead. Others, the elder ones, also fall to the ground, while the youngest actors try to run away from this wave of mutilation, this chimera that says why. But then we discover how to survive. And when we survived, that was good. As time passed, we reincarnated. We were born over and over again. We settled cities. We settled dreams. And we were immortal. Until, well, that happened. The moon became a coin for humans that they managed to reach. And when they reached it, we came back. The floodgates opened, bringing every dream that we could ever have at the same time, coming back, drooling into reality, and coming back. And the silver path guided us back into the world of man. And now its ways are the lands of the lost, the forgotten, and the missing. Which wondrous attraction we have seen through the world of the light, either be divided by our brothers, by the cords of the Cilium Doncili, but we see the light. But then humans bring humans nightmares, fears, and horrors. And the horrors started when men did something stupid. It wasn't because of ego, it was because of fanatism. His hand stands up as two figures stand behind him. Humans created thrones of gold and glass, and they were the biggest representation of what dreams are meant to be. In a crooked house where a crooked man twisted his arms to heaven to reach for God. And then, like the birds of flame and hatred, the towers fell. The two
I'll be
towers
back, you
behind him,
guys.
Okay.
two towers behind him falling, breaking, and as soon as they turned into smoke, they came back. Tonight is the evanescence. Remember, children, lovers, enemies. We are all in the same boat. And the boat of them is a boat of darkness. It's a boat of nightmares. It's not the Unsili who the nightmares are. It's the Fomorian. Deus, as you are walking through the path trying to find a way out, you see a path made of red heading your way. And in
A
that
path
path,
made of red heading my way?
yeah, the Fomorian who walk the paths of red, gold, and blackness, crawling towards the dreaming, and sometimes coming to our world for the last one.
Saint,
I lower her volume.
muting yourself.
For the winter is coming. The Fomorian are coming. Remember, 9 of 11 is the day that humans mourn the world of man. But us is the day the Fomori came back. Is the day when the shadows that were sealed away woke up, and the horrors that lie ahead have come again. And every time winter comes, every time the snow hits us, it brings more and more death, more and more of them. For banality is not only our enemy, it is the Fomorian. When COVID striked us, the deceased with a crown, the Fomorian knocked at our doors. When terrorists happened, and the humans had fears of anxiety, the Fomorian came.
Damn, we really do live in a society.
When the twisted king in America begged for 4 more years and said make America great. Humans brought the anxieties again, and the king came, and the Fomorians came. I wonder now, my brothers and sisters, what anxieties will bring them back again, if they're not already here. Be careful out there, for dreams inspire, but dreams can be terrifying and horrifying. We never forget this day because this is the day our biggest fears came back once more. Keep your chimerical weapons close. Keep your friends close. For winter is coming yet again. The lights turn out. The crowd doesn't applaud. Fierce. For winter is coming yet again. 5 experience points to each, which I'll continue next Friday.